Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy July. It is the first week of a new month, which can only mean one thing. It is time for a favorites video. I did recently just do a haul, so this video is going to be less product focused and I'm going to talk about a few things that I've been enjoying doing in June, as well as what I've been reading, a few products sprinkled in because I do like buying things. And yeah, let's just get into it. The first thing that I have been loving in June a lot more recently has been going on morning walks. I am normally like an early morning gym person. I do like to get up when it is still dark and go to the gym because it is the only thing that actually makes me feel like sane. But I also need rest days, as everyone does. But on those days, if I don't do something straight in the morning, I feel just like crazy the whole day. And I feel like it just, I don't know, it like makes my whole day weird. Like I need to do something. So I started going on walks on my rest days without any headphones or anything, just being really mindful and intuitive and just like going outside. And it has been really lovely because you know what? I've been trying to get out of the house more and I feel like most of my days, if I'm not going to work, it's literally just go to the gym and then sit at home. And I feel like if I go out the first thing in the morning, it makes it a lot easier for me to go out later in the day as well, because I've already broken that like, yes, I can actually leave my house. I do exist. I can do things. So that's been really awesome. The other thing that's been really nice about it is like seeing all the other people that are out and walking. It's kind of cute. The other day I was walking behind this couple and they were wearing matching outfits, which was so silly. They're wearing like matching black puffer jackets, had like little green shorts and white shoes. And I was like, okay, you guys are so cute. Like you picked out those outfits. But they had a little dog. It was like a little sausage dog. And it was also wearing a matching black puffer jacket. And I just thought that was so beautiful. And I wouldn't have seen that if I didn't go for a walk in the morning or if I was like on my phone or listening to music. And I don't know, I think it's so beautiful when you get to see the like little moments that other people aren't really like noticing or anything. And I was like, wow, I'm just like observant maxing right now. Like I'm so perceiving everyone. But also walking in the morning is so nice because it's winter at the moment, so it's a bit cold, but there's like a really good smell in there. I don't know if anyone else is like noticing this. Like some mornings it smells like wood fire, which to me, like I love that smell. It's so comforting. So I love like when you're outside and it's cold and sunny and I'm like, oh my god, like it really is that damn phone, because I'm out there in nature. I'm like literally on my street and I'm like, wow, this is what life is about. But also like going for walks without my headphones in the morning, I feel like it's almost like this little tiny act of defiance against doom scrolling or like being on my screen. And I think it's something I've been doing to kind of reclaim my attention, because I think like the way you start your morning really does set up the rest of your day. So when I'm using a time to like be peaceful and mindful and like just noticing small things and also like just noticing it and not like being like, oh my god, I saw this couple, haha, let me take a photo and show everyone. It's like, oh, that was cute. And then I don't even know if anyone noticed that, but it was cool because I did. Also, can we talk about the girl who trademarked hot girl walk? Ugh, if only she invented walking sooner, maybe that would have been my May favorite and my April favorite. But I was only able to discover walking. But seriously, like when I heard about that, I was like, okay, let me see what's going on. Clicked on her profile. Yeah, like I don't know, like that is perhaps exactly who I expected to trademark the term hot girl walk. But yeah, you guys, I'm really glad to see that girl boss white feminism is alive and well. I might have to censor the hot girl walk because I don't want to get a copyright claim. The second thing that I have been enjoying in June, surprisingly, has been talking to strangers, which, guys, like I used to be such a like in my hater bag where I would like go in public and then the public were there and I'd be like, guys, what the hell, like what are you guys doing here, like brother, like go away. But low-key, why is small talk kind of delightful? And I mean like, when I say small talk, I mean like minuscule, like I walk past my neighbor and I'm like, hey. And I was like, oh my god, my neighbor knows who I am, like I exist, like insane. But since I've been trying to like raw dog my errands and like when I go in public, I try not to wear my headphones as much so that I'm aware of my surroundings and am more mindful, etc, etc. It's actually been really nice. Like I've had some really nice little conversations with people. Like I had a chat with the ladies at the post office when I was posting a depop parcel, and they were telling me about all the people and about like the depop ad, and I was like, that was kind of cute. That was kind of cute and silly. I had a nice chat with a bookseller when I was buying a new book. I told her about the book that I just finished and she's like, damn, I'm impressed that you read that. And I was like, thank you, queen. But I don't know, I feel like there's something that's been really nice about having neutral interactions with people where it's not like life-changing or earth-shattering, but it's just these small interactions that are like, oh my god, yeah, like I actually do exist, which is nice because I think sometimes I get very like in my head and I don't leave my house, but then I go outside, I'm like, oh my god, I am a person, and that's really nice. I love that, because you know what, sometimes the weather is nice and the people need to know about it, the people need to hear about it, and then we're connected because we both agree that the weather's nice. Love that. The third thing that I have strangely really been enjoying is reading out loud, which I don't know, to me I feel like I'm in primary school again, but it's kind of awesome. So I finished this book this month, The Master of Margarita, and when I tell you, I started reading this book in April of 2025. Yeah. So if you're someone that reads 20 books in a month, please just click off this video because we are not the same. I hadn't read a book in ages and I saw this book and everyone was like, wow, it's so good. I was like, yeah, I do want to read it, but I get so distracted, especially with like literature, because I haven't really been reading much of that and it's something I've been trying to get into more. But every time I would pick up the book, I would do the thing where I'm like looking at the page and then I'm like, what did I eat for lunch yesterday? What is this? And then I'm like reading all the way down the page, but I'm like thinking about 5 million other things, and then suddenly 30 minutes have gone by and I'm on the same page. So super awesome and super speedy, hence why it took me like over a year to read this book. But I was like, you know what, let me read it out loud. And it actually kind of worked. It was kind of silly, but I was like, let me lock in, because I like to talk, you know, I like to talk. It helped me as well because there's a lot of Russian words and I had to like force myself to know how to pronounce them, because sometimes I'll just skip over words if I don't know how to pronounce it, but then you're like missing out on the book if you do that. But I just need you guys to know, when I'm reading out loud, I'm not sitting in my room by myself reading out loud. I'm actually reading to my dog. And let it be known, reading to my dog is so fun because it's just ridiculous. Like, the concept of me sitting in my backyard and reading Russian literature to my dog, who barely understands when I tell him to sit, like that is absurd. And I was like, this is funny, this is funny. But also he kind of was liking it. Like he was sitting next to me, he was calm. And so whenever I do something, I always Google it. So I was like, the dog's like being read to, because I was like, he loves this book. I know it, I know it. And I actually found out that dogs do like it when you read to them. They don't understand the book, but they find it really comforting to like hear your voice in like a positive tone, and it's like quality time for them. So bonus, my dog likes me more now. And then also I went down a little rabbit hole, and apparently there's studies which found that reading to dogs is actually really beneficial for children. So children who read out loud to dogs, like it had a positive impact on their reading, and they also had like less stress and like a decreased blood pressure, really random, and they had like more motivation, which I think is so interesting. So guys, if you're in a reading slump, because like let me tell you, a reading slump does not even begin to cover. I was in the reading trenches. Like the only things I would read were like my uni readings. But try reading out loud. Try reading out loud to your dog or your pet, your cat or your bird, because I don't know, I like it more than reading to myself, because I feel like someone is getting a benefit as well. And it's like, we're hanging out, we're having a tea. So like, it's really fun, you guys should do it. Now onto some purchases and products, because who am I if not a consumer? I'm trying my best. One thing I splurged on, which was a splurge, but I got linen sheets and they are so nice. Genuinely, I have had the same bedspread and sheets for so long, and it was like getting to the point where I was like, okay, back it up. Like, this is threadbare. Like, this is, we can't do this anymore. So there was a sale and I bought linen sheets and they are so nice. I feel so bougiana. I feel so like luxurious and expensive, and also like natural fibers are really good. I know there's a bunch of benefits, but I didn't guys, I'm too lazy to research these things, but just know there are benefits. But they're so soft, like it's such a nice texture. I love them. It's so nice, and it just makes the bed look so nice and fluffy. So $350 well spent, because I kept going back and forth on it. I was like, bruh, like I don't want to freaking pay all this money for sheets. Like, that's so boring. But you know what? It's an investment and I'm going to use it every day for ages. And I've spent money on things that I haven't even worn, as you have seen. So, big fan of those. That was definitely a favorite of June. Another product favorite, and like my kind of empty things that I have been running out of because I use it so much, is I've got two skincare favorites from last month, which are the Rhode Peptide Glazing Fluid and then the Dr. Jart this cream. I can't read it backwards. These, okay, I'm actually gonna show you. It's like actually empty. Like I've been like scraping the rest out. Nothing I hate more is when an expensive moisturizer is actually excellent. Like, I don't think you understand how devastating that is. This is my second one that I've gone through of this, and I've ordered a new one that's like on the way. Unfortunately, it's really good, and I get so many compliments about like being glowy and stuff, and I just love it, unfortunately. And I hate that it's $85. That is a diabolical amount to pay for a moisturizer. But I have never been so luminous than with that moisturizer. And low-key the same with this. I bought the whole Rhode skincare collection when they launched in Australia. But I feel like the glazing fluid has been kind of an underrated favourite, especially of mine. I put it on after the glazing milk and then before I do makeup, and I think it adds so much hydration as well, because these two products are the only ones that I find don't sting my skin, because I feel like in winter I get really dry, and also because I've been on the adapalene to like get rid of like acne and stuff, which has kind of dried up my skin barrier, and these two are the only things that I can put on that actually give me the hydration back and don't hurt, because I'm so sensitive now. But these are so good. Another favorite of mine in June has been this matcha. This matcha, it's from the brand Anya Matcha. So I got 3. I've only tried 2 of them. I got, this one is one of the special limited edition blends. They said the tasting notes was white chocolate. Maybe I don't have a sophisticated enough palette, because to me it doesn't taste like white chocolate, but it is really nice. It is so green and vibrant. This is another matcha blend. I haven't tried this one yet, but it's supposed to be really good as well. So hopefully I will try that soon. And then the third thing I got was hojicha. I've never tried hojicha before, but I had this and it was so lovely. I've been drinking matcha for like quite a few years now, and I feel like the taste of matcha to me is almost so neutral that whenever I have matcha, I'm like, I don't even know if I'm tasting it anymore, if I'm just tasting the milk, because I'm so used to it. But this is really lovely because it has a very unique flavour, and it's like roasted, and it reminds me of the green tea that I used to have in high school, which is, I believe it's genmaicha, like the one with the popped rice in it. It kind of tastes like that. It has that same warm roasted flavour. And also, since my ice maker has been broken in my fridge, I've had this hot and it is so lovely. And I can't believe I haven't tried it before, but I've been loving hojicha and I've been loving my matcha as well. These are really nice and really high quality. I would recommend. I've yet to try that third matcha, but I'm sure I will like it as well. To finish off this video, I think I'll just quickly go through some of the media I've been enjoying this past month. So books, movies, TV shows, music, etc. Firstly, this is my current read. It's Perfume, The Story of a Murderer. And I'm already halfway through, which is a huge achievement considering how long it took me to read that last book. This is so much easier to read, which is great because I'm trying to get more into classics and into more literary fiction, which can not always be super accessible, especially when I get so distracted. This one is about this guy who has this crazy sense of smell and he's like a little bit evil and he wants to like make perfume and be evil and whatever. I'm halfway through, so I don't really know what's going on. But the way it is written is so easy to read and there's so much excellent description of all the like olfactory senses. It's so interesting. I really am enjoying this, which is amazing because I love reading and I'm so glad we're back. In terms of music, a few things come to mind. Weirdly, I've been listening to a lot of UK garage as focus / background music. I was listening to like so much UK garage when I was studying for my exams and nothing has actually made me lock in like that, which is weird, but I was having so much fun listening to that. So if you guys need to focus, low-key give that a go. That was kind of awesome for me. Olivia Rodrigo's new album is great. Love that. I always prefer her more like rocky upbeat songs, but there are some bangers on that album. Also the Malcolm Todd album, good as well. I watched Obsession and Backrooms last month. I really liked both. I saw Backrooms with my brother. He's like super into the law, so that was really fun because he was like very, very enjoying that. I think I was a bit confused during the whole movie. I read a review that someone said that it felt like there was a piece that had been cut out of the movie and was missing. I do kind of agree with that a little bit, but I did enjoy it. It was very meandering and suspenseful, which was nice. And then Obsession was awesome. I am not a horror enjoyer by any means, but something about watching a movie where the real horror is the man was spectacular, because the thing about horror movies is I don't want to watch it and then be scared. But I was watching that and I was like, yeah, actually. Yeah, like that makes sense that like that would happen to you. And I don't need to be scared because I would never be so selfish like Bear. So I'm like, ugh, how I slept after that movie knowing that I would never wish for someone to be obsessed with me and take away their autonomy. I was like, this is excellent. I can get behind this kind of horror because I'm not fearing for my life. Like the spooky movies where it's like haunted and stuff, I'm like, oh my god, like that's a monster in my house. But Obsession was good. I did enjoy that. And then TV shows. I've been into more like 2000 shows recently because I miss shows that have like 20 episodes in a season, because guys, let's bring that back. Let's bring back filler episodes, dare I say. I've been watching Greek on Disney Plus. I feel like it's just an underrated show because it's kind of average, but in a good way. I think it's really cute. It's about college students in the sorority frat system, which to me is so fascinating because what is going on in America? Their college thing makes no sense to me, but as I watch it, I'm like, ugh, that looks kind of fun. But yeah, it's really cute. It's a very like cozy show. It's good in the background. It's not super profound or anything, but that's kind of nice, I think. So I've been enjoying that. Then I also think just in general, I've been enjoying a lot more long form content. I love watching YouTube videos. I love the girlies that are just having a yap for 20 minutes. Hence why I'm having a yap for 20 minutes, of course. But I've definitely been trying to watch a lot more long form instead of reels and short form. So we'll see. I'm trying to cleanse myself from doom scrolling on TikTok. So far, we're doing okay, but let's see. So that is everything that I enjoyed in June. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching.